Hi, all. Welcome to Petty and Unbothered. I'm your host, Lora, aka Pete the Lores, here to bring some therapy insight and permission to be petty if you want to. Not that you ever need permission. And here with me is my lovely co host, Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin, and I'm bringing chaos, vibes, lived experience. We both love growth, and we also love a minor grudge. Little something about myself. I'm a creative, multi-hyphenate improviser and ready for all the randomness.
I have so many follow-up questions. Like after recording last time, I was like, what about this? Or what about that? Or what about this? Or what about that? But let's start with how are you doing?
I'm doing great, actually. It's been a fun week for me. Just trying a few different things. I joined a pickleball group at the gym. It's been really fun.
Oh, cool.
And yesterday I started a new improv class. So
Oh, nice.
taking a new advanced one. It's really fun so far.
Okay. Are you still doing the other? I forget if it's a class or if it's like a group.
That's a different. We'll get into that another day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But these are just new stuff for me this week, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
What about
Yeah.
yourself?
Let's see. How am I doing? It's been an interesting week. Ryan's schedule changed, so it's adjusting because it's always constantly changing. So it's been interesting for
Yeah.
dealing with that. That's all I could say. But also, like, after a recording last week, so sometimes I'll have my clients, I'll like let them know, oh, after this session, it's a pretty big session. You might have some like aftershock or like an emotional hangover or something, whatever. I wasn't expecting to feel that after our recording. Did you feel anything like that?
Yeah, I did feel like I needed to decompress a bit and just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not in a bad way at all, right? Like I
No.
actually ended up texting some friends. Well, I went down a rabbit hole. I'm like, what is the pettiest thing I've ever done? Or like, what are petty things that I do? What kind of petty am I? And I ended up texting my friends and I was like, what's the pettiest thing that you've ever heard me say or do? And no one could come up with anything, which was, I guess I'm actually really happy about or proud of that nobody actually thinks I'm that petty. But everyone, for the most part, agreed that I'm very, what is it, like sassy, and I clap back a lot at people.
Yeah, I think
Which I
you're
guess
really
is my
talented
kind.
at some of that.
Thank you.
You're always like the
Yeah.
one that I'll tell a story to, and then you're like, oh, well, why didn't I would have just said this. And I'm like, oh, like, yeah, that would have been perfect in that moment.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, I guess there could be some pettiness in that. Maybe that's why I find it like, or I think I'm a lot more petty than I maybe really am. But yeah, so kind of also got me thinking about like, why do we want to celebrate pettiness so much? Like, why do we like it so much?
I think it just brings a flavor to our lives that's different than just the monotony of everyday boring. And it kind of actually brings out, I would say, some truth too. Like, because it's what you're really feeling, but if you especially express it outwardly, it might not be the healthiest sometimes, but sometimes it could possibly resolve or start a conversation.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I think I like pettiness a lot because of how it's just so zingy. Sometimes people deserve it too,
Totally.
right? When people get put in their place, or when people get just corrected in a moment. That's what I like so much about pettiness. It's like I'm I'm not directly hurting you, although some people's pettiness can be
Yeah.
very hurtful. Yeah. But like the zingy, like the clap back type of stuff. And I think some people do genuinely deserve when people are petty towards them, or for people to be just a little bit meaner.
Yeah, because some people kind of go through life thinking they can treat people a certain way and they kind of need a
hmm
hold on. Think about what you've done.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Which brings me to, remember last week we were talking about traumatize them back?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So I found a few things, um, and I wanted you to see them, or I was going to read it to you. Hold on.
Okay.
Uh, okay, so I went on Reddit to see if there was anything on Reddit, and there's a whole subreddit about traumatize them back.
Oh.
But I think my favorite, my favorite ones so far are on Instagram, because there's like a few where the girls are like, you know, have you all noticed that instead of crying over men, we're just starting to act like them? So we're just traumatizing them back, you know? And I found a couple today that I wanted to read to you. Are you ready?
I would love to hear. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So this is a screenshot of a text thread where the guy says, "You would look hot with blonde hair." And the girl says, "You would look hot if you grew a few inches."
Okay.
He's not done yet. It gets better. "That's not fair. I can't control my height. I wasn't talking about your height."
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, right? Oh, I love that one so much. It hurts for that person. I'm sure it does. Okay, and then there's another one. It's so funny. On this person's Instagram, they put, "Sometimes you just gotta give the man back to his mom and leave like his dad did."
Oh.
It's so
Whoa.
hurtful.
That one's kind of brutal.
Yeah, it is. It's so brutal. It's so painful. I feel really bad for this person, but at the same time, if someone's saying this to you,
Mhm.
what did you do?
Right. Absolutely. Like,
Yeah,
there's got to be more to it.
exactly. Something had to have transpired that this person wants to talk to you this way.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like both of these are kind of like what you were saying about uh, someone who's female presenting in a relationship, taking the reins
Mhm.
a bit instead of just getting upset or crying about it.
Mhm. Yeah. And also just as, you know, female presenting people, I think we're treated a very specific way and expected to act a very specific way. And it hasn't been until recently where we're giving ourselves permission to treat men the way that we have been treated in the past.
Amen.
Yeah. And I love to see it.
Yeah, yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were good ones.
Anyway, right? I also have a whole story later if you want to hear it, but
Sure.
what are you watching this week?
Oof, man, what am I watching? Oh man, I might need to get into this in another episode because I've got so much to
Mhm.
say. But I finally finished up The Traitors, and talk
Oh,
about
wait,
peak
which one is The
pettiness.
Traitors?
It's a reality competition show hosted by Sir Ellen Cumming.
Is it kind of like, I feel like there's a lot that are like this show where similar to The Mole?
Yeah, it's kind of in that realm. It's
Okay.
there's faithfuls and then there's a traitor or two. And basically it's like a
Mhm.
whodunit thing, but people get
Uh-huh.
eliminated as it goes. And it's got
Uh-huh.
different people from different reality shows, so they all have different strengths and weaknesses. There's some people from Survivor and
Mm.
Bachelor Nation and all kinds of stuff.
Sorry,
It's
tell me more.
definitely sucks you in. So
Oh,
yeah.
what's the pettiest thing that you like about the show?
Oh man, I think sometimes when people kind of have these private conversations in
Mhm.
different rooms, and then they start coming up with reasons why they think this person might be a traitor, and it's just like these little quirks that they have, or like they're
Mhm.
non-conclusive things, but they're like, oh yeah, this person does this, and so they kind of like pick at people, and it's just really fun
Mhm.
to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they, well, yeah, especially when they form alliances, and then they
Mhm.
find out when who they thought they trusted are not. It's
Oh.
really funny to watch.
I feel, and also when you're playing games like this, I feel like once you get to a certain point, those alliances just don't matter anymore. Only
Fair,
one
yeah.
person's gonna win, so eventually you have to stab people in the back.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in this one
Have you
too,
watched
multiple
uh
people can win, like get to the end, but
Oh,
if you
okay.
don't catch the traitor, that is. Otherwise the traitor's
Mhm.
gonna win.
Wins.
And I'm not gonna
I
spoil
see.
it right now, so just in case anybody hasn't finished it.
Okay. Alright, fair, fair enough. Have you seen, in the box? What's in the Box?
Nope, haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's new. It
Okay.
just came out recently. Neil Patrick Harris is the
Oh,
host,
love him.
and, yeah, and so they're just, like, a group of people, it's, like, teams of 2, and they compete to figure out what's in each box, and each box has this massive, amazing prize in it, and, there's a point where, like, once all of the boxes are opened, whoever has the most, um, prizes wins or something. I'm sure there's more to it than that. I might be like, I don't know, significantly, I know, down not
Well, it
telling
just
enough of the
dropped, right?
story. Yeah, it
So,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's so good that, like, people do form alliances, and it's one of the few shows where there's oof, yeah, there was I don't know if it's pettiness, definitely rightfully so pettiness, because somebody breaks an alliance and says something that
Mm.
he regrets. I'm like, immediately after he said it, I was like, no one even cares that you broke the alliance, but everyone cares how you did it and what you said.
Ooh.
Because my guy, it's not okay to say that. It's so entitled.
Oh,
It's so crazy. Yeah, I couldn't stop talking about it the entire time. It's
nice.
like,
I
yeah,
gotta peep that one. That sounds interesting. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You definitely should. It's so good. Uh, yeah. Okay. So I'm asking because there's 2 shows that are on my mind right now,
Mhm.
and it's Love Is Blind and The Pit. Are
Ah,
you watching either of those?
gosh. No, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I will catch
I
up, I promise.
No, it's okay. I We won't get into it right now, it's
Oh.
totally fine. I figured we could do that eventually, like, after the reunion comes out, but, oh, I have so many talking points.
Oh,
Um, so I'm gonna answer a question that I asked you earlier
sure.
about, like, what's my favorite petty thing about Love Is Blind, because I haven't finished The Pit yet. Um, I do love that show, though. So my favorite petty thing about Love Is Blind is that when people when people say no at the altar,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like, you coulda just you knew you were gonna say no. You had to have known that you were gonna say no at the altar. Why? Why come all the way up to the altar? It's so unnecessary and to put people through that. But this season, one person did it, and it was so beautifully done,
Mm.
and I was worried that she was gonna say yes for a second, but the way she said no at the altar was so amazing and so great. Definitely put somebody I don't think he felt like he was put in place, but he
Oh,
definitely got called out.
nice. She's, like,
Yeah.
advocated for herself.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and pointed out some red flags, areas of growth for the homie. Not that he not that
Was
he
gonna
sees it as an
take that
area of growth.
advice
Yeah.
or
Yeah. No. He's like, you're crazy.
Ugh, of course. Dang, I
Okay.
gotta get on that then. That sounds like a good one.
Yeah. The show is the first season I think was so good because it genuinely was about like strangers who have never seen each other, and seeing where that could take you, and nobody understood the premise of it. And it's
Mhm.
never been done before, but now, I don't know, it's not it's not as great anymore as the first maybe season or two, because almost feels like people are just in it for clout or for other things and not genuinely for love anymore.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is, once these things take off and people start to see
Mm.
the celebrity aspect of it,
Mhm.
unfortunately, a lot of people kind of use it for, like you were saying, clout or kind of the next move up. I noticed that in some, realities that I've watched where they're just kind of using it
Yeah.
for themselves, and it's not really the gameplay or finding somebody.
Yeah, that's the sucky part about when things are like, when it's about love, right? Because this is people's actual real lives. It's not pretend, and I think a lot of people say that on multiple seasons. This is my real life, and you're fucking with my life because you wanna play a game or you didn't know for sure you wanted to do this or not,
Mhm, mhm.
or you weren't in it for the right reasons, but I was. So, it's usually the girl who says that.
Yeah, I could yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you ever do a show like that? Like, let's say you weren't happily married. Would
Okay.
you have ever gone on Love is Blind?
I would have to say no. That's like a big no. I don't think I need, that kind of vulnerability on television. I think I would truly want
Mhm,
to, play it real and try to find
mhm.
somebody, but
Yeah,
there's just, unfortunately, so many variables, and I don't think I could handle it.
yeah.
Um, how
Mm.
about yourself?
Oh, man. Would I do it? I I think I would do it just for the plot.
Mm, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
kinda tempting.
Yeah, do it for the plot to see. Like, a lot of people are like, "I don't think I'm actually gonna find anything here," and I think I would go into it with that kind of mentality. Like, "What is this all about?" Everyone keeps saying that it actually works. I don't believe you, but, well, fuck it, because dating in real life, especially in my 20s, my, like, mid to late 20s,
Mhm.
was awful,
Mm.
and I'm hearing a lot about the dating world right now, and it sounds horrendous.
Oh, yeah.
So if I was single right now, living what everybody else is living, I might do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really salient point, actually, because why not? At this
Right?
point. You hear
It's
so
not
many
working
horror
in real
stories.
life. Yeah. Yeah, it's awful. Nothing's working in real life.
Yeah,
Why not try this? Something different.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What do you think? So you basically the premise of the show is you spend like 10-ish days dating someone, right? And then you spend 4 weeks preparing to get married. So in those
Ooh.
first 10 days, what are some things that you think you would want to know before you could say yes to a proposal?
Oh, man, that's rough. I mean, besides, like, a personality thing, having a sense of humor, of course, um,
Mm, mhm,
and I used to think a big part was your family, like how,
mhm,
like, if you have, like, a healthy family life kind of thing, and I've kind of moved on from that's not really a top priority, um,
mhm,
but I would say I would need to know if you're a person who can adapt and change over time, who
mhm,
can, uh, zoom out and look at themselves comfortably
Mhm.
and compromise.
Mhm.
Like if there's something small that they could listen to the other person and also express themselves is really important. Also, like, I mean, looks, I would say I'd kind of want to know some, like, especially actually rewind. I really just want somebody that would take care of themselves. So I think fitness
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
like healthy eating choices kind of play into that. And I think I'd kind of want to know that because I feel like that kind of equates somewhat to how you value yourself in a
Mhm.
way. So basically, just a healthy mindset. I'm not crazy about what if you're 6'1" or
Mhm.
how jacked you are. But I mean, that's nice to know as well, but not a make or break situation. So
Mhm.
I feel like it's mostly just kind of inside stuff for me.
Mm,
Like how you are as a
mhm.
person is really core to values for me. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
No,
hope that's
those
a
are
good
really
enough
great
answer.
answers. Oh my gosh. It's way better than my answers, I think. Yeah. No, I love that. That is great. I was gonna say kids.
Mm.
I'd hope that we were on the same page, like, before, right,
Yeah,
ever.
I kind of neglected that one. Yeah, that one too.
Yeah, because there's so many people who don't want kids and so many people who do want kids, and I think it's important to be on the same page as that, and be on the same page before you even agree to a proposal. It really can't be a maybe thing, especially if you only have 4 weeks to prepare to get married. Your mind's not changing in 4 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right, so that's not a maybe, that has to be 100% in those first 10 days. Um, I think I actually think the family still matters to me a lot because it's or maybe an openness about, like, how different families are and can be,
Hmm.
because there's some people who grow up and they're like, "Oh, well, it's me, my parents, my siblings, and that's the end of our family." And then there's people like me, all the Filipinos out there
Oh yeah,
who have right? Yeah,
represent.
like, it's
Yeah,
me, my exactly, my family, my titas, my titos, my, like, great whatever on that side, this person's that's not really family, but essentially, we grow up and we're family, right? So
yeah.
it's really big and community oriented, and bringing those types of families together, it can be a lot, and also the mindset of those 2 people, not that it's impossible, but it's just a different mindset, and I think more importantly, how then do we take our 2 ideas of what family looks like
Hmm.
when it comes to our own family together? What is that going to look like? How is that going to be shaped if I want my family to look exactly how it did when I grew up and you want your family to look exactly how it did when you grew up,
Hmm.
that's not we're not on the same page.
Yeah, yeah. True. That's.
Yeah. And then I think I put a lifestyle and financial situation. How do you want to live your life? I think this is more towards are you a monogamous type of person or are you non-monogamous? Are you an outgoing type of person that likes to go out from time to time, or are you a homebody? Um, and
Those are
are
good
you
ones.
willing,
Yeah.
right? Because if we're on opposite ends of the spectrum there, I don't know, Holmes. That might not work.
No, that's a good one too. Yeah. Openness to how you want to live your life. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then financial situation because finances is very stressful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. And so if you're going into a relationship and you were unaware of somebody's financial situation and it's dire, that might be problematic.
100%. I mean,
Mhm.
that's I think it's up there on the reasons why marriages don't work is the finances. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, right? And not just like, "Oh, I didn't know what your financial situation was,"
right,
but are we even on the same page of how we manage our finances and what's important to spend money on
right.
and not spend money on?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
priorities. Yeah, I really
All
like
right.
those answers. God, I feel like I've been schooled a bit, but yeah.
Oh, no. I love your answers. I was like, "Oh, those are so thoughtful and emotional
Oh.
and, like, important." Those are really important things. I'm like, "What the hell? I'm a therapist. What's wrong with me?"
I think we covered like the whole spectrum between the two of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so
So
too.
brilliant. Good job,
Yay.
us.
With our powers combined.
Yep, yep, yep.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
All right, so I have 2 stories for you.
let's go.
One of them is, returning back to we never read it. It's the Is Therapy Gaslighting? I really wanna
Oh yeah.
hear your thoughts on that. And then a new story to explore is around the whole traumatized them back, situation where the person says, "Ignore my basic health needs. I'll accidentally fake my own death."
Whoa, what?
I
My
know, it's
mind is
so
like,
interesting.
oh,
They're
how
both
do
really interesting.
I? Yeah, I'm,
Or I could just read both of them. Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
and
if
see where we go.
yeah, for sure. I think we were gonna tackle the gaslighting one, but that other one is
Okay.
like, whoa,
Right?
what? So,
So, let's first, what do you think? Is therapy as somebody who's been to therapy, and I've also been to therapy, do you think that therapy is gaslighting?
no. I mean, no. I think maybe if you just had a really bad therapy situation and your therapist sucked, then they could probably tell you
Mhm.
some pretty bad stuff. But not in my experience. I'd say totally the opposite.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the full title. It
Okay.
says, "Is therapy just gaslighting us into accepting systemic failure?"
Mm. Oof. That's tough because
Yeah.
I really honestly though feel like it gives you like the tools to uh work through some of that.
Mhm.
And yes, maybe accept it, but not live your life according to that.
Mhm.
So no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm biased. I'm a therapist, but
Yeah.
it it was an interesting thing for me to think about, because I think I can see how people might get to that place, especially with everything that's happening in the world,
Mhm.
where it's like, "Well, you can't change it. It is what it is, so what you can do about it?" Rah, 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 right?
Yeah.
I can see how that can feel very gaslighty, for some people. So this was an interesting one for me to come across. Okay, I'm gonna get into it, and if you have thoughts, feel free to interrupt.
All right.
Okay, so it's by sad_mobile 3941.
Sick name.
So right, yeah. I wonder if this is the one that he was or this person yeah, it's a he, was given, or if that's
Oh.
specifically, right, what they chose. It'd be interesting.
Uh,
The one that I was given, I was like, no, we're not doing that. That's weird."
yeah.
Okay, here we go. "Hi, everyone. 31 male here. I've always been pro therapy and have been in it for 3 years. But lately, I've started feeling conflicted about the whole process. Most of my current mental health struggles stem from a clear material reality. Despite having a master's degree and a good job, I can't afford my own rent. I've had to move back in with my dysfunctional family, which is taking a huge toll on me. When I brought this up, my therapist's response was simplified. You need to be more adaptable. Try finding a room in a shared apartment. She then started digging into my inability to compromise. This left a sour taste in my mouth. Is it really a personal failure to adapt, Or is it systemic failure that 30 to 35-year-olds can't afford basic independence? I feel like my anger is a perfectly sane response to an insane situation. By telling me to just adapt, it feels like therapy is shifting the blame onto me for a societal crisis I didn't create. It feels like therapy is becoming a tool to help us endure a toxic society without ever questioning the environment itself. So they ask, has anyone else felt that therapy individualizes what are clearly social and economic problems? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Well,
Yeah.
that I mean, that brings about so many questions. I mean, we could go way into the systematic element of it.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it goes back to when I was saying the tools for one.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, to endure those types of
Mhm.
things, unfortunately. Um,
Yeah.
Personally, I've had good experiences in therapy where my uh, person was very pro what I was saying about the systematic things
Mhm.
that caused a issue in my life, kind of thing. Like, yes, that
Yeah.
is horrible and that shouldn't happen,
Mhm.
and had actually their own thoughts sometimes. And that felt
Yeah.
validating to me.
Mhm.
Um, but it doesn't sound like that therapist maybe did that step.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Or maybe they didn't experience the validation.
Yeah.
Like maybe the therapist meant to be validating, but it's not how that wasn't the impact. It was their intention, but not that wasn't the impact of whatever it was they said, which is truly unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I saw you had a very visceral reaction when I was like, the part about the 30 to 35-year-olds not being able to afford independence.
Ugh. Yeah. I mean, that shit is real. um, yeah. I've had experiences where in between life chapters, I had to briefly move back in with my parents, and that was not part of my plan, but it
Mhm.
happens. So I really felt that. Oh, yeah, it wasn't a good time for me, but
Mhm.
it's real, especially in our generation. I feel like, unfortunately, that happens to a lot of us. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough, and I find myself saying a lot, like, "In this economy?"
Yeah.
You know, and I have a lot of people who don't necessarily enjoy their jobs and wanna move on to something different, but there's a lot of fear that that's just the most impossible thing to do right now, because of this economy,
Hmm.
right? And the state of the world, and it just feels really scary, and I feel so sad that the only thing within my power as a therapist to do is to validate how sad that is and how frustrating and painful it is that there's not outside of just taking a bold, powerful risk in yourself, there's not a lot of other options.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. So so final thoughts. Do you think that therapy is gaslighting us into accepting systemic failure?
Man, I just hearing more of their side, I was like, "Oh, no." I mean, I quickly was like, "No," but I can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
I can see where they're coming from, but honestly, I still am
Okay.
gonna stick by my original no.
Mhm. Yeah, same, same. I definitely see where they're getting at and why they feel that way, even from a therapist perspective. I think if a client were to say, like, "You're just you're just trying to get me to accept what's happening in
Mhm.
the world," right?
Yeah.
I might I might agree.
Yeah. Oh,
Right? I might say, "Yeah."
yeah. No, go
Mhm.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say real quick, like, with sometimes in therapy, you moved on from that particular person too, and you might need to find a new therapist.
Yeah,
Like
very
they're just
true.
not um, on the same page as you, and there's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with that. So,
Yeah. Yes, 100%. I love that. I love calling that out too.
mhm.
with clients who don't want to move on.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's just literally time.
Yeah, exactly. I did that recently with my own therapist of just like, I don't know. This is not working for
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I used I used the excuse of like the economy.
hey, I think it works for a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. And it was true. It
Mhm.
was true because the government had shut down, so, certain paychecks weren't coming in.
Right.
And we had to scale back, and sometimes, sadly, I think where especially women scale back, the first place women scale back is taking care of themselves. Uh, right,
Yep.
yeah, or moms especially. So, of course, my scale back was therapy.
So unfortunate. I mean, that's like
I know.
literal like help right there. So yeah.
Mhm,
I mean, honestly, like I had to change health insurance. It goes back to the systematic thing of it all.
mhm.
And my therapist was just so gracious in helping me through that transition because they didn't take the new insurance, and
Oh,
so we just had to figure
oh,
something
yeah.
out until uh, they were able to. But in
Mhm,
between, they were just so wonderful about doing a sliding scale with me and just understood how brutal it is out there with insurance of it all.
mhm. Yeah, I'm so happy your therapist was able to do that for you.
Me too.
That's so amazing. Yeah, and also that you asked. Not enough people ask, I think.
Mhm.
They just accept that this is the system, and for you to be like, "Okay, I get that this is the system, but can we do anything about it?" Is there
Yeah. To be fair,
right?
they actually kind of offered it up, which was like
Oh,
really kind
yay.
of mind. I mean, I just said the situation and they're like, hey, I don't want to lose you as a
Mhm.
client, so let's do something about it. So,
Yeah. Oh, yay, I love
yeah.
that. Yeah, and also I think a lot more therapists do that than people, know. Some people will just be like, "Oh, I can't afford it anymore, so
Yeah.
we're not going to." Um, and so without having that conversation that you had, then there was no space to offer that
Yep.
either. Here's what I wrote down in, like, a response to try to figure out my thoughts about what they were saying. So, I said that that maybe one of the roles of a therapist is to pull focus back to what is in your control and what or how you can affect meaningful changes in your life. It is wild that the current state of the world makes it difficult for people with higher education to find financial stability. And it is upsetting that there are many injustices happening in the world at the moment. Unfortunately, the therapist room isn't the place where these issues get resolved. It is where we process through what you're feeling and explore strategies for you to navigate these feelings as they come up and strategies to navigate living within the dysfunction. And sometimes it means sitting with the big feelings that come up, with having to lower your expectations and slowly move in the direction of your life you want to for yourself. He mentioned earlier, it feels like therapy is becoming a tool to help us endure a toxic society without ever questioning the environment itself. I might amend that to say that it is a tool to help endure the current toxic society while we question the environment itself and consider how we want or are able to make meaningful changes.
Mm, well said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel like that
Yeah.
really tied into what we're just talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
A lot of things you also brought up yourself too, right? Where you said it's a place to get strategies to deal with what's happening.
um, yeah,
It's
that's all you can
yeah.
do. It's like the things you can't control.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. All right. A bit of a downer, but like a thought, a thinker at the same time.
yeah.
Are you ready for the next one?
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm excited. Let's
Let
go. I just can't
Yay.
wait.
Okay, okay, let me find it because that one was really funny.
We just got into like
Uh,
real talk and then we'll do an out of the box one.
so this is from the subreddit r/traumatize them back. Where was the other one from? The other one was r/ask therapist.
Hmm.
All right. So this is from proud-Canadian-for life. They they definitely
Incredible.
chose this one.
Incredible.
Yes.
Almost fell out of my chair.
I love it.
Okay. Whew.
Okay. So, like I said earlier, this one's called Ignore My Basic Health Needs. I'll accidentally fake my own death. At the time, I think I was 8 or 9 with an actual passion for school. So, one Tuesday, I started feeling nauseous. I couldn't even walk in a straight line as I was tumbling and knocking things over. My parents brushed me off as being dramatic, although I would have no motive to avoid school on that day. After a lot of arguing, not very well on my side due to the circumstances, they just dismissed me to go to take a bath and aggressively insisted that they'd get me to school for second period no matter what. I struggled my way to the top of the stairs and to the bathroom. I turned on the water and let the water build up to a comfortable level and then slid myself halfway in before pulling back out. The movement of the water was just making me more nauseous. Don't know why, but maybe related to my seasickness. That's tough. I put my bathrobe on and told my mom that I couldn't bathe as it was making me feel so much worse, but she framed it as, "You're just trying to avoid going to school. I'm not that stupid." Insert person's name. But nice try. You can see where this is headed. I went back to the tub, snot crying at this point, and just half-mindedly jumped in. Cue the vomit. Anyways,
Hmm.
this isn't a pleasant scene, and I passed out from all the stress. Oh, no. I woke up to my mom screaming in the hallway, half conscious of my surroundings. My older sister was ogling me. Ogling? Ogling
Ogling.
me as if I grew a tail and my dad was running up the stairs. So it turns out I hadn't woken up from my mom's first round of screams, so she thought I was dead. I think she came in after not hearing from me in a while and just saw me laying there. My sister ran over to help comfort my mom, but honestly, she had it coming for her. Don't ignore health issues in small children, especially if you don't suspect any motive. Needless to say, I did not get that second class or any more on that day. Thoughts?
Whoa. I don't know. The first thing that came to me was like child abuse.
Oh my gosh, yes,
Like,
medical
what?
negligence.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
I was thinking like, I've had vertigo before. It sounded a little bit like that, perhaps, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else was. I hope that they had him checked out after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm glad he's
there's a lot of,
okay.
right? Yeah, or she, I actually have no idea. There's no, yeah, but whatever, regardless of gender, right? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And also, just to add to that, it's really disturbing that it took the mom to think that he was, or they were dead to
Yeah.
do anything different. Like, why
Yeah,
was she
seriously.
screaming? Anyway, that's my hot take.
Yeah, no, I mean, I 100% agree with you. I think, I know it's not necessarily intentionally petty, but I think it's hilarious that her natural consequence, right? Like for not taking care of her kid or not really checking in to make sure her kid was okay, was she had to walk in on a scene where she thought her kid was dead.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That
petty.
yeah.
I mean, as, like, if like they're saying they were a small child, it's unclear how old they were,
Yeah.
but yeah.
8 or
Oh,
9.
8 or 9. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, right? Man. Okay. In the comments, there was a lot. There was a shockingly large amount of comments from people whose parents were nurses,
hmm.
where they were like, "Yeah, man, my parent was a nurse and I didn't go to the hospital unless I literally was knocking on death's door."
Wow.
It Yeah, shocking because if they weren't like running an absurdly high fever or throwing up or like if there wasn't something else that looked legitimately wrong, then they just wouldn't take them to the hospital.
Mm.
for one reason or another, and I was like, "Oh, yikes, you guys, it's called medical negligence." Like, even though you're a nurse,
You don't know
like
everything. I mean, come on now.
yeah, 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 second opinion, I definitely I know I'm Filipino, but I'm not a nurse, I don't know anything about that stuff, and so when the girls are telling me something's wrong, I'm like, even if I don't believe them, I'll be like, "Okay, well, let's check your temperature anyways,"
Mm.
Let me can you move that body part that allegedly is
Mm.
broken? Can you right? Like,
Yeah. No, that's, I
you
mean, that's
know?
showing care for your own child that maybe they just
Yeah.
need that in the first place.
Yeah, like some additional something or another, whatever, like, my big
Yeah.
her her big thing that she says right now is, "My brain is on fire."
Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm all like, "You have a headache? Is that what you mean?" And I don't immediately run and go get her medication because that's what happened to me.
Mm.
Every little thing was a trip to the hospital, so I'm on the flip side
Oh,
of this. Um, so literally everything, we would go to the hospital all the time. And I was like, I really don't think I need to go to the hospital. It's fine. It's just a
no.
fever.
Yeah.
Just leave me to die in the bed. Um, but, we'll I'll still check.
Mhm.
Check her sometimes I think she's being dramatic. Sometimes I think that that maybe she's over describing it, but she's also a kid. Like, kids don't lie about stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was actually going to say that's pretty awesome that she expresses that too, because I don't
Yeah.
think a lot of children can even like verbally get that out.
Yeah, and she's 5, so I'm
Mhm.
impressed that she even came up with that because I never said it to her. Um, so I'm impressed that she was able to say, "Oh, my brain is on fire." I'm all, "Oh, that sounds scary. Let's do something about that."
Right. Right. Yeah. My personal experience was like maybe more towards the writer's story where it had to be something like really crazy to do something about it. So I felt like I was one of those kids that like didn't, even if my brain was on fire, didn't say.
Mhm.
I just kept it to
Uh,
myself. So it was,
oof.
yeah, kind of the opposite and like
Yeah,
very few hospital visits.
yeah. Somewhere in the middle, parents. Somewhere in the
Yeah,
middle.
somewhere in the middle. Come on.
Yeah,
I know you can do
God.
it, millennial parents and Gen Z parents, whatever.
I know. Can we
We
meet in
find
the
a
middle?
middle ground.
Exactly. So you don't have to walk in and potentially believe that your kid is dying. Should not take that
I like how
for
we're like
your kid.
totally the opposite, you and me. It's like
I know, seriously.
so wild. uh,
Oh my goodness. So crazy. As we're coming to a conclusion, right? Finding, as therapists would say, a meaningful way to say goodbye.
oh
What's your glimmer of the week?
my God, I've got a few.
Ooh.
I think the first one that comes to mind is a this is a hard one to explain, but a acquaintance who seems to become more of a friend to me. I had repeatedly said, if you're ever in New York City, please hit me up somehow. We could do coffee or lunch or, and this individual finally followed through. And
Ooh.
we went to coffee and we just had this
Mm,
real heart to heart kind of talk that
mm,
just really was nice to talk to somebody that I didn't quite know. I had met through meditation experiences.
mhm.
And I found out through the visit that it wasn't even that they were in the city for anything other than to spend time with me. At the end of the
Oh.
day, they were like, all I wanted to do was just, because I was like, I hope I was a good tour guide and we did a bunch of things. I took them to stores, we did lunch, all this. And then they were just like, no, I mean, I really just wanted to spend time with you. And then I just kind of melted a little bit.
Oh,
And so I just
yeah.
keep thinking about that. That was literally just the end of Friday last week. So it really, really hit home for me that somebody would be vulnerable to share that, because I think a lot of
Mhm.
people they don't know what it is and they can't get it out, perhaps, even if they
Mhm.
want to say it. So I thought that was really
Mhm. Yeah, they're
meaningful.
too shy or embarrassed.
Yeah. And so it just reminded me to do that in turn sometimes.
Mhm.
So that's my glimmer.
Yeah, you really are such a great tour guide.
Thanks. I'm always available.
Yeah.
Next time you
I
visit, let's go.
yeah, for sure. I mean, even when you came and visited me, you were still the tour guide. I was
Hey,
like, "I
what
don't
can
know
I
anything
say?
about DC."
Something I like to
You
do.
found yeah, you found all of these places to go to and different things to do, and I was like, "Okay, this is different. Usually I have to figure this out for people, but she knows what she wants. Let's go. Let's make it
uh,
happen."
that's funny. Yeah, I
Yeah.
always try to have fun.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Um, oh, I'll give you my glimmer. Um, so I'm really horrible at registering my car.
Okay.
I have been I've had to deal with this for years now, and I tend to do it just really late all the time. And so last year, Ryan, he meant to do it for me, but he's needed some paper or whatever for me that I never found because I still haven't found it. Like, if I'm being honest, it's somewhere in this office, and I have to go through some paperwork. Um, but we got pulled over this weekend while he was driving. I've had a lot of anxiety about driving the car because I keep getting pulled over. Duh.
Okay.
And so he finally got pulled over. He got the ticket this time, and he was like, "If you could just find this one piece of paper, I'll just do it for you. It'll be fine, right? And it'll be for this year also because that's how late it is."
Oh, wow.
And he I remembered that they had sent me the paperwork in my email. So I went and I found it in my email, and now I don't have to look through a pile of papers to find it. It's in my email, and I sent it to him. And this morning he took care of it. My car is registered. I don't have to have anxiety about driving my car anymore.
Yay. That's a great one.
Yeah, now they'll just pull me over for speeding.
I was gonna ask, like, what is the thing? Okay. Speeding, got you.
Yeah. All right, everyone. If you've ever wondered if something is petty or an appropriate boundary, write in, ask us. We'd love to mull it over with you and give you our take and read it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, outside that, do you have anything else before we head out?
No, I think that just about does it. Thanks for
Awesome.
listening.
All right. Yeah, indeed. Anyways, fuck it.
Stay petty. Bye.